that. But yeah, I'm not a huge fan of this shape, but it doesn't matter too much. I'm going to get lights and shit in here. Manatee's having an assaulting spree, but I'll tell you what I noticed is I have white lights in here. And that's not what I require in here. I kind of want a light to be like here-ish. So I guess we'll get one in there. And we'll move this into, I guess, in here somewhere. We get some lights in the fridge area. And then we're going to get, what color is this? This is green. Were these supposed to be green? Maybe. These are definitely red. So I don't know if I'm going to close off that bit like that, but I'll put one there. Let's get some red lights up in this corner because these got to be red. I'll move them in a bit. But yeah, they got to be red. I'm not sure. I think it was going to be like red and then green, but I actually want to do like a strip of like a different color. Like, I don't think I want like a blue or anything like that. I could try for a lighter green or like a lighter red. I could also make it purple or something, but I think I'll make these rooms white. So that being the case, let me put two things there. I do want 3 butchering tables and I want this moved. And you're a red one, so look, there's a good chance I need this up here somewhere, so just reinstall it up there. Gibio, mate, can you just go and move that light for me? So what I'm thinking is 2 butchering benches. I'm going to have 4. I would like more than that. I would like more cooking spaces than this. But in like my main place, I don't think I use that many butchering benches anyway. I think the most I've seen is like 4 or more going at a time. And I don't think that's too much of a problem for this place. This place has such fucking abundance of food. If I started taking in guinea pigs on top of that for the pelts, like we just wouldn't. Like, I'm tempted, don't get me wrong. I'm seeing guinea pigs here. I'm like, we can have little things running around making like little weak noises. Be alright. But yeah, if I move like the tables over, I can have lights here and it can look a little bit prettier, you know? Like reinstall that there. To do that, I'm gonna need you guys. It's already suspended. Suspend those. Get rid of this model. I am moving that. That is definitely getting moved. I don't want it in the center of the map. I could always make it like there or something. That'd be hilarious. Okay. So the only other thing I could think of would be to make, say, like a small room here on each side or something like that, maybe. They could come in and maybe have a table or some shit, because at the moment, this was kind of supposed to be where the table was, realistically. I haven't kind of thought about where I want to have a rec room. If I wanted to, I could close off the very center of the hospitals and make those like dining rooms or some shit. Like, I would have pretty solid like medical care as is. It would get tended to from all sides. It would just take me out like a few beds. How many beds is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It would take me down 8 beds in every corner. It's not a bad idea. That would be utilizing the space I've got. These are supposed to be grow rooms and they are too far away from the kitchen for them to use it. If I stored, say, fully cooked food in these things, they would probably go off to it. Maybe. Anywho, the other thing I could do is I had considered making the small rooms that, and making like an area like say up here, like that's just butchering and that's just cooking stuff, and then this side can be all the other shit. I could still do that. Like just make that a small dining room. Maybe would that fit? That's a table of 4 there. It'd be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I know that they probably wouldn't walk over there to use it though. The only downside to it. The other thing I could do is just turn this section here into a full-on dining room. The only other thing I could probably do, but I think I intended originally for this to be cooking and that to be like cooking and have like these massive areas for it. And I could do it. I don't know, my bases are so fucking constantly fluid. Like, I don't ever have, like, a set-in-stone design. I just want them to go eat somewhere fucking else. A little bit further away. Because that spot is fucking annoying. I could maybe make, like... I could make a little bulb out here where they could go and eat. That'd be pretty funny. I guess if I was gonna do that, I might as well just make, like, that or something. Or I could always have, like I said, I could have this as like one of them or something and just have like a little bit less prison space. Because at the moment, this one wouldn't only allow me to have 4 people, but this could have 8 easily. I think that's limestone. I think this is granite. If that allowed me to have 8, the only problem with it would be that it would shove it all into one section. That's really the only downside, instead of spreading it out. But at the moment, I don't think that divides it by much at all. Okay. Have a think about this. It's like I could take up the center areas. I could just close that off and make that like a dining hall in like the dead center of my hospitals. That would be an interesting thing to do. I'm kind of honestly a bit tempted to do that. Just because it is very far away though, because they've got to go out this door to get there. Or they've got to go out like this door to get there. That's why like a spot like here would work better for dining. And recreation actually, hang on a second. Recreation would work better out there. I'm just realizing something. What are you hurt from? Oh, a tortoise. All right, I think I've got medical spots. I'll tell you what, that's not a bad idea. I'm going to do that. I am going to change the design of my hospital. I need to move some lights. Yeah, you. Actually, that's not too bad either. It will have sterile tile. If I can... Oh, bear joined. Nice. If I can get you in here. About time, mate. Have you been part of our group before? I think you were. I think you were a while ago. Where are you? That's crab. I don't see it. If you were, you're a while back. Yeah, you've been allocated before. Let's see. I'm looking for somebody in here. Rourke? Yeah, no, you've got better skills. That's right. You've got cooking. Shit up priority. There's Bear. Yeah, no, you're fully allocated. Nice. Cool. So I don't have any prisoners on this map. I do on my other one, which is nice. And I did lose Locker, or whatever his name was. I think Lokar. So I went backwards one, and then I got 11. That is nice. Like, I can handle having, like, one less and getting some more. Honestly, it's not the worst. Alright. Anywho. So I don't really mind how this is going. This is actually going okay. They're actually starting to build shit. They are pulling up the flooring. Is this all going to be sterile tile? It is. Yep. Let's get that allocated everywhere it's got to go. Into doorways, all of it. That won't be a doorway. This will. Weeks is having an insulting spree. Fine. Alright. So I think I've got rid of almost all the doors here. I think Acosta's working on some stuff. That's not too bad. Now, I still do need to move some electricity and shit in spots. Let's see, power. I need to move it from here. Realistically. That's not where it's supposed to be. It is supposed to be in here. And I'm missing some bits where I may have discontinued making it. Okay, so it looks like it's all going round. Now, have we got any that are connecting? You guys aren't made yet. That's fine. Now, I know there's some down here that's made. I think it's on fire. That one's made. That one's connected, except for that spot there. And I see Shizuka's awake. Can you work on this instead? It's a little bit more important to get the electricity actually down the line. That is a wall. Alright, there is electricity there that's not going along here, but that's okay. There's electricity there that's like partially built, partially not. Now, neither of these have been built, and that's okay. We'll hydrate. Thank you, Grim. And what about up top? Got little bits and pieces missing. It's like that, and there's a couple of bits on the corner. I think I did a different style for the other hospital, but yeah. I'm going to move these lights. So I think that one's reinstalling over that way, and then this one can reinstall in like a different doorway. I'll just get these all moved, and they won't really do anything with that until it's done. But then I'll have rec room up here. I think all 3 of them are allocated. All 4, I think. Maybe you aren't. Yeah, you can reinstall over there. So what I'm gonna want is these to be a rec room. And I don't normally put doors inside the hospital because I don't want them to waste time opening and closing a door while they're carrying a body. But I'm hoping that they'll just go to the nearest beds. I'm hoping that these zones will be good enough to store stuff. Like here I've got medicine and I need to copy that. So what I need is like areas like this and this corner as well. And what I'll do is I'll paste all that in there. And so hopefully they'll store medicine in here. I don't mind that being there. This stuff will have to move. Ideally, I'd rather have one of the bottom areas finished building instead of the second top area because I'm kind of lopsided with health. But it should be fine. I should be able to like reinstall this over here pretty much, I think. Like that. I think that's where I know I'm doing it like slightly different to that. That's okay. Hold on. I am doing it this way. All right. Let's get that working. Because I don't mind moving the rec room. Like they're going to have a very, very fancy dining hall with the gold floors that I've delegated for that. That's not what I was expecting to have there, but sure, that's what they're going to have. But yeah, that will get them out of like eating like right here as I'm like scrolling past. And you go fucking eat somewhere else. Like, yes, it's going to be in the dead center of the map, so I'm not going to be able to actually avoid it anymore, but I mean, it's not like I'm not going to try. Alright, I think that's almost all the beds. Almost. Sorry for the back and forth for anybody that's getting a little bit sick from that. But it's the fastest way to do it. Okay, move all them. Now, these things are pre-built. And they can go into the corners and shit. I'm pretty sure that's kind of how I'm doing it. I know the beds are like slightly different. God damn, I really gotta like take a look at my shit before I move things. So I'm putting it like here. Basically. Cancel that. I want this one again. Not the flooring, this thing. So reinstall that like there. The only other thing I could do is say that the center area isn't going to be sterile tile, and I might make it something else. Reinstall that, I guess, over here. That's 3. It should be 4. You're moved. You're moving. You're moving, and you're moving. Okay. So yeah, if I said this area, and I said don't do the floor, I don't know if they're going to like move all that. Hold on. I don't know if I can scroll in enough for this area here. I want this to say don't do that kind of floor. And I don't know if it's going to select them all. Say don't do the beds and shit. I'm just going to click off wherever it is. I'll do those manually. They're a lot fucking safer. How am I selecting them? Anywho, that and that. Let's get rid of that. Actually, that would look alright. If it's got the sterile tile in the corners, that would be very decorative. Hold on, I'm getting ideas here. Alright, so that would be to here. This is one of the few maps where I've got a completely new thing coming through. Absolutely never done it before, and I've got no idea what I'm getting into. I'm hoping it looks good when it's done. The granite tile. I think black and white look really amazing here. I'm thinking a hospital built like a plus with red carpets. I wonder, maybe white carpet on the outside, I don't know. I was thinking how it would look. So what I'm doing is, because this section is not going to be hospital anymore, it was. So if I go back over to this one that's kind of built, I know it's hard to see with the tiles and shit, but the idea was that these are all blue lights, and blue beds, and I was going to make a white floor, and this was going to go glow blue for the first time ever. I was going to have a blue hospital, because usually I've got like various reds or whites mixed in together. Like this place should have, and this has got reds and whites to try to make a pinky hue, which I haven't really done very well. And then back over here, we've got, where the fuck is my thing? Up here. So what I'm going to do instead is I'm going to take out this whole section here. Instead of it being hospital, it's going to be 1/4 rec room. So I'm going to have different types of entertainment in the four corners of the map. And I'm hoping that that kind of helps spread out their interests, because I'll have things like the horseshoe hoops and I'll have things like the telescopes and whatever here. Like one of them might be like a half TV room and or whatever else and whatever. But I'll seal that off. Once the lights are out of there, I'll close these areas off, and these will be white, and these will be storage areas. I didn't intend for them to be red. I could probably keep scrolling around with the color palette till it gives me blues, but I'll do that sometime later, maybe. But yeah, I'm going to make black and white in the dead center and see how that looks for rec rooms. I think that could look really good. But yeah, it'll be partially sterile tile and it'll be partially like other stuff. So they should be able to make places like this. It's just that, like, I'm pretty sure I've got a lot of marble tile. Yeah, I've still got like 900 marble tile, but they're still not like going ham with it. So my only other question is, see, I've got granite blocks. Make more marble blocks. I know I'm doing a lot of that, but let's just do it until forever because I just don't have an actual like list of them. If that's warm, can't lay in one spot for too long, gotta keep moving. Yeah, I understand that. It's basically just like a discomfort level. Like, I'm seated and basically all of like my stomach area really just aches. And like my upper body and stuff just really like is in pain. And I think that's half heat and half just like the whole dehydration and the fucking raw chicken incident and shit. So, yeah. I guess a combination of things, but it's definitely hot. Supposedly the heat wave's going to calm the fuck down, allegedly. But then again, last time they said that, it was hot anyway, so... Whoops. Not where I wanted to go. Keep me harvesting. Roses in a daze, it's fine. Yeah, I want to get them out of here. Just because, like, they're eating in, like, the food area, and they don't really need to be. So I'm going to try to move them into here. So... I was supposed to have a storm, but that was a lie. Yeah, pretty much. It was like sticking hot and like no breeze today. It was horrible. It's one of those kind of fucking summers. Mind you, on the other hand, Frame It doesn't know, I believe in Cairns it's currently like flooding the worst it's ever flooded. So I'm just waiting for shit to catch fire, honestly, at this point. I know that this sounds really bad, but essentially, you get fires, floods, storms, and all sorts of stuff all at the same time. Like, I'm just expecting it at this point. Let's say to get rid of that. Get rid of this extra seat. It was hot as last night. It was so bad I kept passing out. Yeah, I don't know, I just laid on top of my sheets. There's nothing I could do, it's just not comfortable. I was like, after I finished everything. Lavender blow new. No, lav's always been there. This lav, silver, and minty. Just lav doesn't really get redeemed very much, which is a bit of a shame because I like lav and purple. I think they look really nice together. Yeah. I don't know, there's that, and then there's the two dresses and stuff like that as well. But yeah. Lav's probably one of the least redeemed ones, which I find is interesting because, like, as far as like the whole purple hue stuff goes, I thought it looked really nice. Obviously, I made the thing, so like I'm biased, but you guys know what I mean. I've got medicines and stuff. You don't really have anything else except for psychic soothe pulses. My people traveling got the money for it, so also you got gold, and I do need to make that. It's gonna take a chunk out of my money. Let's have chickens and shit, but I don't need that. I probably could take the extra medicine though. It's going to take a good chunk out of my money. And I'm bringing that up for the floors, but that's okay. I can deal with it. Yeah, Asora too. I normally can only have enough points of purple hair. I normally can't get lav with purple. Yeah, I was thinking about like points and stuff like that earlier before I started streaming tonight. And I'm like, the thing is, like with the channel points for redeeming like hair and outfits and stuff like that, like, there's certain combinations, like, when I brought out blonde hair, I didn't want that redeemed too frequently. Just because, like brown hair and purple hair has been the hairstyles I've had the most. I have had blonde hair, but not nearly as much, so therefore it's a higher channel point. However, when it comes down to things like, you know, I think it's like 2,500 channel points or something like that to redeem some of the combinations or some of the individual ones or whatever. Like, whenever I've watched other streamers that have had things that you can change on them, the thing that's got me is like, you know, if something's cost a lot of points and you've taken your time to save it up and you redeem the thing, and then somebody who watches them all the time just automatically redeems either exactly what they already had or redeem something else on top of yours. And so you get like a couple of minutes or 10 minutes or something at the most with like what you've spent like ages saving up because, you know, you don't have a lot of spare time to watch the streamer, but you enjoy them and stuff. And like, you just can't compete with people. Like, it feels like you get robbed of like the joy of like redeeming something. And so like I had that a couple of times with some streamers where like it was like 5,000 just to change a hairstyle or something like that, and it was like maybe 10k to change an outfit or 15 or something, and I'm like, by the time I save up to get it, I kind of want to see that on the person for a while. Or alternatively, like, you know, I don't mind if it gets changed later, but I'd like a little while with it. Or yeah, I don't know, it just can't compete against people that are constantly watching certain streamers and stuff. And like 2,500 isn't too bad. I know that like if you watch, I think it's an entire stream or a couple of streams, you can get to a point where 2,500 is obtainable, I think. And like I tend to find that like you might feel inspired enough to save up over like a week or something to get like a few points and maybe see what a couple of things do. But like, I'm very big on like, if you redeem something, it's going to be like that for at least probably half an hour or something, or longer, depending on if I remember to change it. Like, I just don't change them back nowadays. Like, if somebody redeems something, it just stays that way until somebody redeems something else. But if somebody redeems something back to back, the second person has to fucking wait until like that first one's been on for a while, because that's not fair otherwise. Is it? Yeah, it's happened to me before. Not here, by the way. Other streams. It really pisses me off when it takes forever to save up. McJolly, no. And we have visitors, but we're going to have to lose them because I'm just not dealing with people running wild anymore. Not until I'm feeling well enough to cope with constantly people like being in prison and running wild and shit. I know that's at my other base, but this is fine. Yeah, I don't know. I get that, Grim, because like if I'm somewhere else and I'm watching somebody and I really love, like, say, a specific hairstyle or something like that, I will hydrate, thank you. Like, I will save up just to see the hairstyle, and if I've changed it from what it was, and then some cunt changes it right after me, like a minute after me, and changes it straight back, like, it's going to take me forever to save up enough points to change it again. Whereas they can just keep changing it. Like, they've got the points. They've got the points, and they will keep changing it, like, one after another until they can't anymore, just to keep it on the one that they like. And I get it, they'll enjoy it, but, like, that's not really fair. Let's have a look. Whoopsie, come down here. Yeah, I don't know. So I've kind of got it the way I've got it. And a couple of things are like 5,000 channel points. It's a bit of an effort to get to them, but I imagine that when you redeem it, you probably redeem it near the start of stream. So you have the most time to kind of like enjoy it. And other stuff, I don't know. I feel like it takes a bit of work to kind of get up a combo. And I know a lot of people won't redeem stuff in the meantime while that's like saving up, but yeah, I know that it's a little more enjoyable when you actually do get to the point where you can redeem both and see them together and see what they look like. Somebody's no longer having a social fight. Nice. Where are you going, mate? You're hauling steel. Let's see. Mike can do stuff, I'm pretty sure. Yes, she can. So I'm trying to get this area a little bit more spread out so that I can store more food in here. All right, Val, mate, I'm pretty sure you can make that, because if you can make that, I can deconstruct the one right next to it. Give me your food, give me your medicine. You go, I don't need to sell that. I've got a wooden club here, mace. Some of these wooden items I doubt I made. If I did make them, it's fine. I've got other stuff. You don't have anything else. All right, let's sell some clothes. See if I can get you 237 or about that. Too much, but let's see, by what? About 30. There we go. 35. Or, yeah. Can I sell you? I can sell you cloth. There we go. All the exact exchanges. So yeah, I'm pretty sure that McJolly will probably do something else, like run like rampant killing something instead. Let's see, how are my prisoners going? So I asked them to put them out here, but my people, being my people, decided to put them together. Because that's what you do when you have 11 prisoners, is you put them in the exact same vicinity, even though there's enough beds for them. Some of them are getting pretty low. I should be able to bring them in soon. There's only a couple of people in this area. I might say that a couple of these, I don't really want to make them medical beds, so. What was that? Rourke's having an insulting spree, it's fine. Alright, I'll tell you what, Nina, can I get you work on that, and then I can seal off this door? And I'm pretty sure I need to bring this entire wall across. Like here, basically. Yeah, and then I can seal that. It's like, if you guys can actually work on the wall a little bit in here, then I can seal off a second area and we can have a second area for storing delicious stuff. I do need to get the air conditioner sorted out down here though. So what was it? Is it one from the thing? It is. It's basically right next to the door. It'll be like here, and then I think it's down by 2. I was gonna say back to lurking, but instead I'll say it's good night. I feel like I might miss saying goodnight and then the stream, so say it now just in case. No worries, Grim. I hope that you do get some sleep, and I hope that it's not because you have to fucking pass out to get it. It is unbearable at the moment, and yeah. I think the thing is, it's like a fucking nasty tropical heat. So anybody that doesn't know, Australia gets tropical heat, not just like dry heat. We get both, actually. But yeah, I hope you get some sleep, Grim. Thanks for all the hydrates. Yeah, we get like this like tropical stuff. Bear has joined the facilities. He's that guy, I think. No, that's Gerbil. Hold up. Which one are you? Might be right. Yeah, right next to it. Yeah, Bear's part of the colony. Eventually joined. So I've got no prisoners on this map. Which is really nice. That's why I wasn't trying to take more. I've got 11 on this one. There goes McJolly again. Are you fucking serious? Would you fuck off? Like, I will punch you out of my colony eventually if you keep doing that. Like, she is hellbent on that. Like, if she wants to go and, like, slaughter or something, it's fine, I guess. Like, I'm actually, like, not really trying to stop them from slaughtering stuff every so often. I found that as long as it was an area that didn't have, like, panthers or pet cats and stuff like that, it didn't really matter too much. Good, I missed him getting recruited. I thought I might check before heading off. Thanks, Laters. It's all good. I appreciate you checking if a prisoner's escaped or not. Get some rest. Yeah, sometimes that can happen. I've had it before where somebody's like opened something or left like a bit of food or some shit like that in a doorway, and you come back later and there's no prisoner and you're like, what the fuck happened here? There's nothing much you can do about it. Until they actually find it. Alright, Ender, I don't think you can build Amia can. You can work on that. Now, what is this thing's problem? It needs to be moved, and most of the things are suspended. It's fine. It's suspended because, yeah, we got 2 hearts. That's better than nothing. Nina, I'm gonna get you to start moving stuff. I know you're resting, but reserved by software for what? Shred mechanoids, perhaps. Let's turn that off until we actually get some stuff. Oh, you're repairing it. It's fine. Well, as soon as you repaired it, we'll get it moved. In the meantime, if I could get some, like, a tailoring bench, a lot of my people in this colony will get clothes really fast because a lot of these people are tailors and crafters. So it would actually help me a lot. What are you working on? You're cutting stone. Can you do construction? No. It is nighttime, so a lot of these people like want to head off. You're just relaxing socially, brother. Can I get you to do anything? Trenker? Nope. Amia is tending to Wolverine. That's some heavy quality medicine, mate. I don't know about that. Steel table can get deconstructed. I've got a lot of bedrolls in here. And I was hoping to sell them. But that's not kind of happening. So I'm not sure who I've got to call in. I think Tofu has the social for it. Maybe. No, you've got 6. Can I ask for Labia? Let's see if we can call in somebody and get a trader in here because I've got a lot of bedrolls and I don't think they would buy it. Maybe. I could gift it to people. I know if I did a trade, it wouldn't be too bad. Let's call for you, and then I'll call for one of the other ones and see if I can get 2 out here at once. If I can figure it out. You guys are basically enemies, so if I call in blue, they might come together. So, out of interest, I think this one and yellow are like your primary like neutrals, and they kind of like work together. It shows who they work with. So, like, they're enemies of those. So if I was to call in this one, they are enemies of green. So I would probably say... Actually, they're kind of all enemies to each other, aren't they? Usually they're not that fucking finicky. Alright, I need a trade caravan, but I need a shaman merchant. Yeah. I want a shaman merchant for some weird stuff, but I also want to call in this one for a bulk goods trader. Because I think they would buy the bedrolls. Okay. And that's gonna... Yeah, that brings it down a fair bit. I should get a quest to try to bring up